Have you ever wondered about big questions like, can we make the world better? Barack Obama, a very famous person, asked a big question. He asked if we want to stay as we are, or if we want to reach for something more, something better for everyone. This question is a bit like asking, do we just watch the game or do we play? This question comes from a really big book, a book filled with stories and ideas. It makes you think a lot. It makes you wonder about your own part, your part in making things good, or even making things great. It's a question about hope, and it's a question about trying, even when trying is super hard. The question is for all of us, you see, not just for grown-ups, not just for important people. It is for you, it is for me. It asks what kind of world we want. The book with that big question, it has a name, a very hopeful name. It is called A Promised Land. Isn't that a lovely title? It sounds like a place everyone wants to find. The person who wrote this book is Barack Obama. Yes, Barack Obama, the one who was the President of the United States. He tells his own story in this book. It is a very personal journey. A Promised Land is his story, in his own words. He talks about his early life. He talks about wanting to help people. He talks about big dreams. And he talks about how he got into politics. Politics is like the way people decide how to run a country. It can be messy, but it can also be a way to do good things. Mr. Obama wanted to do good things. He really, really did. This book is quite long, like really long. Think of your biggest storybook, then imagine it even bigger. But don't worry about that. It's filled with interesting tales and important moments. It talks about his journey to become president. So, what happens in A Promised Land? Well, it's like a diary, but much grander. Barack Obama starts from his younger days. He talks about growing up. He talks about finding his way. He shares feelings and thoughts. He wanted to make a difference. He wasn't sure how at first, but he knew he wanted to help. This feeling grew stronger and stronger. The book then takes us on his political adventure. Imagine climbing a very tall mountain. That's a bit like his journey. He started with smaller jobs in politics, helping his local community. Then he aimed higher. He ran for bigger roles. He wanted to bring people together. He spoke about hope and change. Many people listened. Many people believed. A big part of the book is about his run for president. This was a massive thing. He talks about the excitement. He talks about the hard work. He talks about meeting so many people all across the country. He shares the challenges he faced. One huge idea in A Promised Land is hope. Hope is like a little light in the dark. It helps you keep going, even when things are very tricky. Barack Obama talks a lot about hope. He believed things could get better. He believed people could make a change. This belief was super powerful. It was like fuel for his journey. It helped him, and it helped inspire others too. Think about learning to ride a bike. At first you might fall. You might wobble, it feels hard. But if you have hope, you try again. You believe you can do it. That's the kind of hope Mr. Obama writes about. He faced many challenges. People said he couldn't win. People said his ideas wouldn't work. But he kept that light of hope shining. This hope wasn't just a feeling for him. It was something he shared. He talked about the audacity of hope. That means daring to hope, daring to believe in good things, even when the world seems difficult. His speeches often filled people with this feeling. It made them want to join in. Another big idea in the book is teamwork. Working together, like a football team, or like ants building a giant anthill. Barack Obama knew he couldn't do everything alone. No one can, not even a president. He needed a good team around him, people with different skills, people with different ideas. He talks about how important this was. To get big things done, you need to collaborate. Sometimes working together is easy. Everyone agrees, everyone is happy, but often it's not so simple. People have different opinions. This is normal. Mr. Obama had to work with people who disagreed with him. Sometimes they disagreed a lot. He tried to find common ground. That means finding things they agree on. It's like finding one piece of a puzzle that everyone can help fit into place. The book shows many examples of this. Trying to pass new laws, for example. Laws are rules for the country. He needed people from different political parties to agree. This was often very, very hard. It took long talks. It took give and take. This is called compromise. It means not everyone gets exactly what they want. Life is full of choices, isn't it? What to wear, what to eat. Well, being president means making huge choices. Really, really difficult ones. This is a big theme in A Promised Land. Barack Obama shares many stories. Stories about these tough decisions. Decisions that could affect millions of people. Decisions about war and peace. Decisions about the economy, which means money and jobs. Imagine you are the captain of a ship. A big storm comes. You have to decide which way to steer. Every choice has risks, and every choice has consequences. That means things that happen because of your decision. Mr. Obama writes about this pressure, the weight of making these calls. He didn't always know if he was right. He had to gather information, listen to advice, and then decide. Sometimes there were no easy answers, no perfect solutions. It was about choosing the best option or the least bad option. This is a hard part of leadership. He talks about staying calm under pressure. He talks about thinking things through carefully. He also talks about living with the results, whether they were good or not so good. Another really important idea in the book is fairness, making things fair for everyone. This is sometimes called justice or equality. It means everyone gets a fair chance, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from, or what they look like. Barack Obama cared a lot about this. It was a big reason he went into politics. He wanted to help build a more equal society. He saw that not everyone started life with the same chances. Some people had many advantages. Others faced many obstacles, like trying to run a race with a heavy backpack, while others have no backpack at all. Mr. Obama wanted to even things out a bit. He worked on things like healthcare, so more people could see a doctor when they were sick. He thought this was a basic right, something everyone deserved. The book touches on the struggles for civil rights, the fight for fairness for African Americans, and for other groups who faced unfair treatment. This history was very important to him. It shaped his views. It made him want to continue that work, the work of making America a more perfect union. That means always trying to make it better, more fair, more just for every single person. So, we've talked about hope, teamwork, hard choices and fairness. These are big ideas from A Promised Land. But what do they mean for us? How can we use them in our everyday lives, even if we are not presidents? Well, these ideas are super useful for everyone. Yes, even for you. They are like tools we can use to build a better day or a better world, starting right where we are. Think about hope. Maybe you're trying to learn something new, like playing an instrument or a new game. It might be difficult at first, but if you keep hope, you keep trying. You believe you can improve. That's using the power of believing. Don't give up too easily. That little spark of hope can make a big difference. It helps you reach your goals. What about teamwork? You use teamwork all the time. When you play a game with friends, when you do a group project at school, or even helping tidy up at home. Listening to others' ideas, sharing your own. So, A Promised Land is a big book. It tells a big story about a big job. Barack Obama shares his journey, his hopes, his struggles, his decisions. It's a look at trying to make a difference in a very complicated world. He wanted to lead his country towards a better future, a future he called a promised land. It's a powerful idea, isn't it? What can we all take away from this? Well, one thing is that change is possible, but it often takes a lot of hard work. It takes hope, even when things look bleak. It takes people working together. It takes courage to make tough choices, and it takes a deep belief in fairness. These are not just things for presidents, these are things for all of us. We can all play a part, big or small. The book also reminds us that no one is perfect. Leaders make mistakes, everyone does. The important thing is to learn from them, to keep trying, to keep listening. Mr. Obama is honest about his own challenges, and the times he felt unsure. This makes his story very human.